What's up guys, my name is Samuel Ecom, welcome to this video, and in this video we're gonna do a lot of cool stuff. So we rented a villa, the whole content team is coming to Portugal because we're working on a sick project for you guys actually. But first things first, the cars are dirty as shit, so we're gonna go to the car wash and wash them, so let's go. As you can see, we got the purple Tesla and the purple Urus, and I really like the Tesla as well. The Urus actually lacks a lot of features that the Tesla has. I'm surprised because it's a $300,000 car, and this car we actually got for 55k, I remember, after we made our first 200k profit with our dropshipping stores. This was actually first a lease, but then we bought it from the leasing company. But it's just like the craziest car if you compare it to any other car, the features that it has. So I still like the Tesla, we're keeping it definitely. But now we're gonna go wash the cars, so let's go. I don't know what you mean, bro.
Muito bonito, muito bonito.
Yes.
Você anda aqui a trabalhar ou anda aqui a fazer o quê?
I have no idea what that means. You want to see? You want to sit?
Muito barulho.
Listen.
Passa, vamos.
You like it? We're now at the car wash. There's no car detailer anywhere where I live, sadly, so I have to do it myself. But obviously, washing this thing is not the worst thing to do ever. At all, I mean. But there was just this little kid who went crazy about the car. He was talking all Portuguese to me. I don't speak a word Portuguese, even though I live in Portugal, as you guys know. Hopefully I inspired this little kid. If I saw a purple Lamborghini like this when I was younger, I would probably go absolutely crazy like him as well. But as you can see, it's dirty as hell, so let's now wash it, and maybe the kid is even gonna go crazier. Let's go. All right, let's do some manual labor, guys. As you can see, we make a lot of money with our dropshipping stores. Yo guys, so we booked an Airbnb. Look, beautiful pictures. We had a very tough time finding it, and we arrived and literally this Airbnb is under full construction, so we got completely scammed. I didn't even know that was possible with Airbnb, but apparently it is. Let's take a look. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. We wanted to rent a nice villa, a little vacation getaway with the team here. Look, there's construction going on. The owner is unavailable, he's not replying. This villa was $1,000 per night, and I paid 3k for it, for 3 nights.
At least.
And there's just workers on the roof. There's the random workers on the roof. There's alcohol here. We got completely scammed. We don't even have entry to the house. These guys, the workers, just let us in randomly.
I call you in 10 minutes, possible.
Can you give me his number, please? Please give me his number. We paid a lot of money for this villa, and there's a bunch of workers here.
Not a problem, okay?
It is a problem. The villa is not even the same as in the pictures. There's a bunch of alcohol everywhere. How are you gonna fix this?
Vens para aqui? Ok, então eles que esperam que eu tenho que ir.
So you saw what just happened. Apparently we booked this villa and the owner didn't prepare it, and apparently this guy is a real estate guru on Instagram. I mean, we booked a villa with it as a team getaway, and now we are awaiting a refund. The woman told us we could get a refund, and hopefully it's going to process because she didn't want to claim responsibility either. The owner is some real estate guru, but now we are looking for another villa at the moment ASAP. It's already like 6 p.m. and usually they don't allow bookings after 6, so we'll see if we can find a villa and if we can get the refund, man. We're now here at another villa, as you can see, and this one is even sicker than the previous one. So as you guys saw, we got scammed by the other guy. I still haven't received my refund from Airbnb or from that guy, but this villa is 10 times sicker, so let me just show you around.
And if I'm with you, then I'm with you until I fade away. Don't take the lead, I made away. I ain't heard them kids ain't get no Christmas, you know who say today. I took my blessings, I'm putting on for the trenches in a major way. Blessings. You ain't gotta like me, you gonna.
So we just had some really nice food. Now, because we didn't work today at all, as you saw, we're gonna do 2 hours of some deep work, finish up what we had to do, and then we're gonna go to sleep because tomorrow we have a very long day and we're gonna bring you guys along. So see you tomorrow. So I'm now gonna grab a coffee. Doreen is already up earlier than me, working on the US brand together with her brother. Her brother, by the way, is also a sick guy, so he's crushing his exams right now. He's a student and he's 50-50 partner in the US brand, which is doing 15 to 25k per day in daily revenue. I'll show you the revenue right now, actually. As you can see, yesterday we did 15k in revenue. And as I said, we're kind of doing between 15 and 25k in daily revenue with that US brand, but we're having a lot of struggle scaling this past 25k per day. But anyways, let me just grab a coffee. Then I'm gonna do my deep work session, work on the EU stores a little bit, manage the mentorship team as well. So the reason why I even booked this villa is because we can do team meetings on Zoom and on Slack and stuff like that, but that is not as effective as actually getting together in a house, team building, doing fun stuff together. And that is why we booked this insane, sick villa. As you can see, a really nice pool. And I also want to stress the importance of having a team, because look at us, we're sitting right here doing absolutely nothing, while in the meantime 13 VAs from the Philippines are making me more than $5 million per year for my EU dropshipping stores, which is absolutely insane if you think about it. And outsourcing and hiring your first team members, it's not something super complicated. It's exactly what I teach to my community members as well. But it is super important, and most people do not see the importance of it, and they think they can become an employee in their own business and then things just don't scale and don't grow. Because what else are you gonna do? Work the entire day in your business? You can't even enjoy your money that way. For example, we have my client Matteo, and this guy is crushing it. He has very high energy. Maybe you saw the testimonial, but the only reason he's able to do 1.7 thousand euros profit on a Monday is because I, with him together, built out a team. He's only been in the mentorship for 3 months and he has a full automated team already. 1.7k profit per day, that is 51k in profit per month, which he's already making on autopilot, which is insane. And the reason he was able to do this is because we built out a team, again, as I said. So please start hiring now. Go to online jobs, post a job description, and that's it. After this, we're gonna go to Lisbon. I'm gonna go shopping for my parents because I do not need anything more myself. I have every single materialistic thing that I could ever want. So we're gonna go shopping for my parents right now in Lisbon, and yeah, we'll take you along as well.
Stick 'em move. Stick 'em move.
Alright, so now we're headed to Lisbon because we are going to pick up some presents for my family and for the Reens family. And yeah, as you can see, we're now in the car. We're almost there. Very busy road, that's it. Also, my business partner thought it would be very interesting to ask me some personal questions so you guys get more insight into who I am and what I like. So yeah.
I think the first question everyone asks is, how do you feel driving the Urus right now?
Good question. When I picked it up in Porto, the first thing I noticed for myself was when I entered the car is it's just a car. It's literally a piece of plastic and metal, and it's nothing special at all. And this is not, I mean, I do set materialistic goals, as I've said many times before, and they do motivate me a lot. And it makes it actually easier to work and to grind on your business because you have something super visible to achieve in your mind. But it is definitely not something that I put too much importance on. I do not feel like a better man because I drive a Lamborghini because it's retarded.
And the thing is, a lot of people, like entrepreneurs, when they buy stuff like that, they get in the comfort zone, you know, and they are not hungry for more. So how do you deal with that?
So that is actually another reason why I bought this Lamborghini, because it feels kind of weird to buy a car for $300,000. It is definitely not a smart purchase whatsoever. It's not real estate. This is definitely not an investment at all. It is just for fun. But of course, I do want to be that entrepreneur that has enough money to buy a Lamborghini. So you have to identify with someone who makes enough money to buy a Lamborghini, and that expands your comfort zone by a lot. So this pushes me to work. The same with my Rolexes. Buying retarded stuff like this just pushes me to work a lot.
But was it your main goal since the beginning?
No, absolutely not. So this was definitely not my main goal. My main goal in life right now, and maybe my goals will change because I'm still young and I still have a lot of energy, but my main goal right now is to reach $100 million net worth. And I think then I have some power in the world. So I do think about power a lot. And I feel like I only achieve some sort of actual usable power once I have $100 million in the bank, at least.
Seen them down bad, now they tryna hate. Same ones try to hit me for the rain.
All right, so we're now at this really nice lunch spot. As you can see, very European, beautiful Portugal in the sun. And yeah, I really like Portugal, so I've moved here a half a year ago, or no, almost 1 full year ago actually. Wow, time flies, it's crazy if I think about it. 1 full year ago actually, almost, I moved here in Portugal. We're now in Lisbon, but I actually live in another city in a very secluded part of the country. And I like it. I mean, taxes are great here, the sun, the weather, everything is great. The people are much less stressed and depressed as in Belgium, where I'm originally from, as in the Netherlands.
Was it like the main reason that you choose Portugal? Or?
The main reason that I chose Portugal, so if you make a certain amount of money each year, you're supposed to optimize your taxes. So then the options are Dubai. You've been there, I've never been there, so I can't give too much opinion on Dubai. But if I had to choose between Dubai and Portugal, Portugal was the obvious decision because it's just a 3-hour flight from my mom, for example, which is very important to me. And also Dubai, looking at it from an outsider, and again, I haven't been there, I'm going soon, but I haven't been there yet. it doesn't look like something where I would live. I like places like this, nature, sunny, but not too hot. European culture, that's what I love, and that's why I moved here. And I like it, it's really nice here. But yeah, we're gonna buy some presents for my mom, as I said, after this. I'm not sure, what do you think I should buy? Because my mom is literally the most unmaterialistic person on earth. So I was thinking like jewelry, she wouldn't even wear it. Clothing, she doesn't care. She doesn't care, she's like if I would buy a bag for her, for example, she wouldn't care.
Yeah. For me, it's the same thing. Every time when I want to buy something for my mom, it's like always looking. But you know what? We will go to the streets.
Well, we'll see what we can find. Maybe a nice watch. Yeah. Something valuable, something nice, something emotional.
Yeah.
A watch is, I think, the perfect thing. We'll see. And the reason I care so much about my mom, like I'm buying her nice stuff right now. We're gonna see what I can buy. I chose Portugal so I can still be relatively close to where she lives, is because growing up without a father figure, I was always super rebellious. I was the worst son and I was the worst student at school. My mom probably thought I was gonna end up doing drugs or living on the street or whatever. But yeah, no, I became a relatively successful entrepreneur, and I think she's very proud. But in all honesty, anything is better than what she thought I was gonna become, I think. Because you asked yesterday, like, is your mom proud of you?
Yeah.
And the answer to that is, I think she is. But again, I think she's just glad that I ended up doing anything positive. And she's also a very happy person. Even in the worst situation in the world, she's super optimistic, literally. And yeah, she's very happy that I just do anything good.
But does she understand what you are doing right now?
I told her many times. I think she kind of understands, yeah. I don't think she understands the grasp of it, but she is very, very proud. But she would be proud with me doing anything. So that's really nice. It's very important to have a good supportive system because, for example, not all entrepreneurs have supportive parents, especially in the beginning when you just start as an entrepreneur. Many parents are like, stop, this is not the right path. This is not the path that I chose you to do.
Which I did everything for you. I paid your scholar.
Exactly. And they feel entitled to lock you up into their old school mindset. But my mom wasn't that way, so she let me do anything that I wanted as long as it's somewhat good and as long as I'm happy.
Yeah.
As long as I'm happy and I can provide for myself, she's happy, and that is extremely rare. And that is why I like to take care of my mother. So since I've moved to Portugal, she's also set. So she can retire whenever she wants, but she doesn't want to.
Like a couple of months ago, you went with her to Paris.
I took her on a trip to Paris for her birthday. We spent like 10K in total on that trip, a couple of days. Really nice trip, and yeah, she liked it.
Like if you are spending money, because obviously when you lived before, like a couple of years ago, when you had nothing with her, and now you are spending 10K, is she not like, Samuel, what are you doing? Like you are spending a lot of money.
She texts me, thank you for everything, at least once per week.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because she's completely set right now, so she can do anything she wants. Anything she needs, I provide to her, which is my obligation. I mean, for example, when I bought this Rolex, before I even bought this Rolex, I gave the same amount of money to my mom cash. Otherwise, I wouldn't be buying a Rolex. That would be insane. But now she's set finally.
Now we spoke about your mother. She's living well. You are doing well with business. My question is like, how is your life before? Because even we didn't like.
Yeah, we haven't discussed this, right? I mean, when I was younger, so I grew up in a single mom household. My dad, he's from India. I'm half Indian. He left my mom with nothing, and that was very tough for my mom. We don't really have a lot of family at all, so there was no support system. My mom had to work 2 jobs to survive. And we barely survived. I'm never gonna say that I was dirt poor or anything because I always had food on my table.
You had the basics.
I had the basics, but I also grew up around a lot of rich kids. So the last school I went to, because I got kicked out of all schools, but the last school I ever went to was with a lot of rich kids. And then I was a non-immigrant, and the immigrants, like the first generation immigrants, were 5 times richer than us, which is really weird to see because these guys came from another country with no opportunities at all, and we have less than them. So it's kind of confrontational. I was always ashamed of my home situation. I never let people inside my house, which meant I also couldn't connect with my friends because my friends thought I was extremely selfish, but I was just poor and I didn't want to show them because I was on a rich people school. And these guys I was friends with, they would never understand the type of household I was growing up in.
So it started from there then? Like.
It started from there. I was feeling ashamed by myself, by my situation at home all the time, and that is how I felt all the time. So stressed and never had anything to buy for myself, never had enough money to buy stuff for myself. We even had to, like the money that my sister and I earned from doing jobs, we had to give to my mom to survive, like to pay the bills. So yeah, there was nothing really left for me to do, to spend on anything. And then I had my friends buying $1,000 jackets, for example.
Yeah.
Which is
That's painful then at that moment. Then.
Yeah, it's very painful to see. It's shameful. But then, yeah, I mean, I found dropshipping online. I was always looking for ways to make money. I did door-to-door sales, just like you.
Yeah.
I would work each weekend, that door-to-door job, 2 hours. And in those 2 hours, I would earn between $100 and $200, which is insane as a 17-year-old. But then I would spend it all on drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
Because I grew up poor, but then I also got into like a partying vibe, and then the money that I would finally earn, I would spend it all on drugs and alcohol.
Try to be happy.
And try to just live like the other kids around me, because they could do that because they got money from their parents to sustain that life. But I just made money from my job and then spend it all again.
Yeah, but now the question is, you had that time and now you're here, like you're a millionaire. Where are those people that had everything?
I mean, those people, they work their jobs now, and I think they're less happy than I am right now. They have no more freedom because they didn't learn accountability and responsibility in the younger age. I had to learn accountability and responsibility from a very young age because I saw that my mom couldn't survive. But yeah, these guys, I mean, they're doing cocaine every single weekend, blowing all their salary on drugs and alcohol. And that's how people will now live for the rest of their lives, and then they're unhealthy at 60, ready to retire, addicted to alcohol, maybe with a good pension, a good salary, but not free at all.
And it's quite interesting, like you spoke about your mother. Where is your father in the story?
So again, my father, he f***ed off when I was 3, and that's it. So I never saw him again.
Does he know that you are like doing well right now?
He probably doesn't know, no. Maybe he's watching dropshipping tutorials on YouTube, and that's how he find me. Yeah, maybe. The entrepreneurial blood is obviously my genetics, so maybe, but I don't think so.
Do you give that situation a place?
I think so. I don't know. I was 3 years old, so I never really remembered the time that I had with my father. But I think I kind of put it all away, and that's what I do with my emotions. Anytime I have something hard, it's like a habit of mine. I just push it away immediately, as fast as possible, and I move on and I grind. Again, I don't want to say I grew up in the worst situation, because that is not the case at all. I know people growing up in much worse situations than I grew up in. But this is how I handled it. This is what I experienced, and this is what I did with it.
I'ma play it smart. I live on the charts. I got plenty cars. I can lend you a car. Hey.
All right. We're gonna take a look at the other store, and maybe we will come back. So we're done looking at this watch store. We're now gonna go to the other side of the road, which is a different watch store, and they have supposedly much more elegant watches. These guys, they only have like steel bracelets and stuff. My mom is autistic. I don't think she likes anything other than leather bracelets. So let's see if we can find a leather bracelet watch. I'm just kidding, by the way, my mom is not autistic. So I think this one, the 6.6K one, is a really nice one. I think this is exactly what my mom would like, something very, very small, elegant. Okay, so we chose 2 watches, one for Doreen's parents, mom, and one for my mom. And these are the 2 watches that we got, both Cartier. I think this one is a little bit more my mom's style, and this one is definitely more Doreen's mom's style. Both very nice watches. And I think in total it's gonna be around 10K for both. And we get free bracelets, so it is a very good deal, I think. 10K down the drain, but for a good cause, our parents. I think these boxes actually look nicer than Rolex boxes, to be honest. So I like the red. This is much more high quality than Rolex boxes. All right, so we just got 2 watches, one for my mom and one for Doreen's mom, both Cartier watches. I think they're both really sick. They fit our parents perfectly, so we're gonna give them to them in, I think, a couple of weeks when we're going back to Belgium for a visit. And right now, what's next is food. So we're gonna go have a really nice dinner in Je ne sais quoi Asia, which is a really beautiful restaurant, but you'll see. We're now in Je ne sais quoi Asia, which is a really nice restaurant. We come here once a week, as always, because we are autistic in our routines. But yeah, it feels really nice for me to be able to buy gifts like this for my mom. I'm not sure if she's actually going to appreciate it, because she doesn't know a lot about luxury things and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, she has to learn. Right now we're enjoying a restaurant. Today I did, as you saw this morning, a couple hours of deep work. And in the meantime, with the US brand, we did around 5K in revenue. As you can see, a refresh check, so you know I'm legit. I mean, this is done while doing absolutely nothing today. And it's only, I think, like 10 a.m. in the United States right now. So a lot more revenue to come for the rest of the day. Let's see how much we can end the day with. All right, we're now back at the house. As you can see, we're finishing up some work, and the last couple of days we did some insane progress with the team. And also, by the way, just to show you, this is the EU dropshipping store, one of the 2 EU dropshipping stores that I currently have active. Normally we have 3, but now right now we have 2 for some reason because of Stripe problems. The German store did 13K yesterday in revenue. This is with a 25% profit margin, if I'm not mistaken, so good money. Now this exact thing that I show you, this revenue on Funnelish right here, the exact A to Z strategy is in my free course, and I've showed this course probably before, but if you haven't already, then check it out below. And if you're in the free course right now, and if you're signed up in there, then stay tuned, because in a few weeks I'm going to be launching the V2 version of this course, which is absolutely going to be insane. There's going to be case studies in there, there's going to be new Facebook ads modules, because this strategy actually has changed. Yes, it changes so fast. And if you didn't know yet, guys, there were 10,000 people in the previous version of the free course generating more than $10 million in total revenue with this strategy. It is not just some random strategy. It is actually the real deal, and people are actually making crazy results with the free funnel dropshipping strategy. The V2 version of this course is going to be absolutely insane. As I said, there's going to be a new Facebook ads module. The mindset module is updated. There's going to be funnel templates. Just know that the V2 version is going to be insane, and it is free. We've been working on this for the past few days, so I'll keep you posted when it launches. And for now, thanks for watching.
That nigga went and got a penthouse. Niggas hate, don't wanna know, they wanna doubt. They gon' be in love cause it's hardly found. I'ma bake you up, you better not let me down. Stick a move. Stick a move.